Hello, Project Mapit family. I just did a video. It was a 20-minute video, and then it didn't save to the computer. So I'm doing this again. Hopefully, it won't be 20 minutes. Wanted to talk to you about some issues. Not issues. They are issues. We're transparent. You know that it's not the end of the world issues for Project Mapit, but we're trying to fix some things. We've done a major update to our Project Mapit review system, and I need to cover all of it, and I want you to understand a couple things. One, we've done enough where it works well enough. There's some tweaks and getting around the system. We're in the process right now over the next 4 to 6 weeks fixing a bunch of little things that I have realized and my team has realized that would make your experience better. So we've pushed out a new Project Mapit review platform. We understand that every time you push something brand new out, a big update like this, there are going to be some issues. We're working through those issues and trying to take care of them all. So I have a list here of things to know and things we're still working on, right, over the next 4 to 6 weeks. So the first thing, and this is ripping the Band-Aid off some of you. I know some of you personally, and I'm good friends with some of you that use our email system and review system religiously. It still works. It just doesn't work the same way. So the first thing I want you all to understand is that we are no longer using the old PMI review functionality. The review system works the same way, but the link to the Project Mapit review itself does not. You can no longer create a Project Mapit survey. The survey is strictly very similar to like a Google review. It's a 5-star option with a written testimonial option. So you can't add questions to the PMI review and stuff like that. Instead of one review link per individual customer, there's actually just one review that all customers can fill out. Like I can go to anybody in the world can go to Project Mapit's Google Business and leave a Google review. There is one platform, one space that somebody can leave a Project Mapit review for your specific company. So every company has one page instead of, I'll visually show you. You can now reply to Project Mapit review like you can reply to a Google review. We're going to try to update Google and being able to reply to Google reviews in our system as well. The page that I'm going to show you is not indexed into Google. We're going to cover that. So there are some things. Let's just start, okay? The first thing I want you to know is when you go into projects, there used to be 2 icons over here. There was a star and then there was like a little arrow icon. When you clicked on the arrow, it literally brought up that specific review for that specific customer. So this demo account that we have has 1,500, let's just call it 1,500 projects. That meant before in our old system there were 1,500 individual reviews, and one review was associated with each individual customer. It's no longer like that. So we took these 2 buttons away. The star was a nice button, and I've gotten some feedback from some of our top contractors that leverage our email system. The star was used 2 ways. The first way is when the star was an open star, no color in it, it meant that the review email was not sent. When you sent an email request where 3 emails from our system go out asking for a review, the star would turn half red. And if someone actually filled out a Project Mapit review, the star would turn fully red, and you could click on the full red and it would open up the Project Mapit review and you could hide some of it and not. The hiding of a Project Mapit review, the hiding of a Project Mapit review is no longer, and that's a legal thing, and we'll talk about that in a second. Right now, there is no like, when I come in here and send a review, request a review, and it sends out those 3 emails, there isn't something that turns red. However, that's in our updates. So in the future, hopefully between 4 to 6 weeks here, this icon will turn fully red to give you a visual that says, hey, we've already sent an email request for this customer. So that is in the works. It's not yet. It's not happening yet. But these 2 icons are not coming back as of right now. Just wanted you to know that. We ripped the Band-Aid off. So just hope if you do leverage our system the old way, you get familiar and are okay with that. All right. I'm just looking at my list over here. Now, in the old way, you could create your own Project Mapit survey. Well, this card is going to go away. You are no longer able to create a Project Mapit survey. It's just a survey. It's a 5-star and a written testimonial. So in the works, this is going to go bye-bye. So that's going to disappear soon. I do want to say this. Now, I'll get to the email settings in a minute, but I'll start here. In the past, this link automatically associated with that individual customer because it was one project map review for each individual customer. This link is wrong. So here's what I'm going to tell you in the next 4 to 6 weeks. If you use our email system and you want us to update it, we will. I'll show you where you get the new link. But under the review settings here, if you scroll down to the bottom, the review links that get sent out in the email, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to put a Project Map It review like you did Google and Facebook and in this case Better Business Bureau, and copy the new link to the Project Map It review page. So I'm going to show you where that review page, that this link is later. But again, just ask us. We'll take care of you forever and ever until we get all of this streamlined and updated and fixed up. So again, if you are sending out emails, I'm going to tell you right now, this email link that's currently going out is not working. You have to delete it, right? Delete that link and go get the real link. And we're going to show you how to get that. All right. So now let's go to, let's look. You can no longer, okay. So let's start off with the landing page. So if you go to you can click landing page here on the left, or you can click landing page over here. About 2 months ago, we busted out this new platform that allows you to use tap cards to request the review right there when you're on the spot. Okay. The first thing you do, there are 2 tabs up here. The first thing you do is you build out like your review and your social media links. Here's what I'm going to show you. This is, if you look here, this is the review link. The source is Project Map It. It's a Project Map It review. You could say something like, please leave a PMI review. Now, if this was disappeared, right? And let's just say it said Facebook or something like that. What happens is down at the bottom, when you click add URL, you're going to say, okay, I want it to be a review link. I want it to be the Project Map It. This is our new thing, the Project Map It review. And when I click that, notice over here, it literally puts it automatically in there for you. Future updates, we're going to have like a nice easy red link up here that says, here's a link to your Project Map It review page, and here's a link to your review landing page. The review landing page is this. Okay, so this is this area here where you're creating your library of landing pages. Then you come into the second tab and you build out your landing page. You decide the colors. You click on which types of reviews you want to send out, which types of social media reviews you want to send out. And then at the bottom, it saves a list of your review landing pages. I can click the eyeball and scroll down, and it'll show you kind of, it's starting up now, but it'll show you what your landing page looks like. And then you can also click the link here, and it'll take you to this page. Okay. So you can either look at the landing page here. Once you click the eyeball, you scroll down, kind of check it out, or just select this button here, right? Go up to a new tab, paste it, and there's your landing page. Okay. Landing page is right here. In the past, you couldn't even leave a Project Map It review on our new reviews landing page. So this is the page that you can order tap cards and stuff like that. To order your tap cards, you just come up here to the top and click order my tap cards. It's a little blue button, and you can order tap cards, give them to your sales reps or whoever, project managers, and they can start collecting reviews. So you couldn't leave a Project Map It review in the Project Map It system using our tap card reviews landing page, this thing. Now you can. So when you click on it, it's going to take you to an actual page where customers can go to leave you a review. Okay. Liken it to like a Better Business Bureau page, or an Angie's page or Hal's page, whatever. So every individual company has its own one page that you can go. Now I can come up here and click that link. I can put it in my signature. I can put the link in my website, leave me a review. You can email it to a customer. This would be the Project Map It review link that you would put in the email settings that we were looking at earlier. So email settings here, you would go into, review settings. You would go in here and you would copy that link right in Project Map It. Okay. So this page right here, is now where anybody can go and leave you a Project Map review. It's the first name, it's the last name. So we're going to do this. John Smith, right? It tells the customer the display name is automatically generated by using the first full name and the initial of the last name. They give you the review. I'm just going to spitball it here, right? They click agree and they submit the review. Now, when you hit submit the review, there's going to be a green box in the top right that says thank you. We're going to change that. So submit review sent successfully. We don't like that as a team. In the future, like this is one of the things we're working on is building out a thank you page. So once someone hits submit, it's going to redirect you to a page that says thanks for leaving a project map at review. Right now, the way it sits, it keeps the person on this page, and what's to say that they don't come back and leave you another review right away? We just want to deter that. I don't think it would happen, but we want to deter that. So future updates in the next 4 to 6 weeks, there's going to be a thank you page. The other thing that we're going to update here is there's going to be a version, a V3 reCAPTCHA is what it's called. It's those things where it's, you've been to websites that say a checkbox that says I'm not a robot, or you have to pick all the traffic lights in the 9 squares, things like that. That will deter bots on the internet to fill out surveys on your behalf, like, spamming and stuff like that. So the reCAPTCHA, I think should be done by not next week, but the Monday the following. So this will be done probably in 2 weeks where the CAPTCHA will be on there. So we are going to change some things up a little bit on how this is. Again, the thank you page will pop up, hopefully something like that. It'll redirect away from this page once someone submits it. The review guidelines are there. It's legal. It's a legal representation. So we did that. The reCAPTCHA will be there. This page can also scroll down and you can see. So see John S. That's what we were just talking about. So it took John Smith and cut off the Smith part and just put S to, protect. So it's not full names like the Google right here. So that's how it's going to be displayed on this page. But you'll see all your Google, Facebook, and Project Map It reviews will pop up on this page. Now, here's what I want everybody to understand. This page is no indexed, so it shouldn't be found by Google. It shouldn't be found by Bing. It shouldn't be found by Yahoo. It shouldn't be found by robots that come in to try to spam you. We no indexed every single thing except your public profile page, your PPP. Let me show you what that is. And if you click on account and public profile, we're going to change that up too a little bit. But here's your public profile page. If I scroll down, it's not going to show the most recent thing because our system's supposed to ping at midnight every night. So that review I just filled out will come tomorrow onto the PPP. But this is the only thing with our Project Map It platform that is indexed into Google, into search engines, I should say, for SEO purposes. But that review that you just wrote, or that I just wrote, is indexed into this page. So although this page does not have any indexable metadata where Google search engines can crawl that data and pick up the data, this page, the landing page does. So everything in here, pictures, project descriptions, reviews, when you write a review reply, all that stuff is indexed into this page. I can explain why, but call me and I'll explain it. Now, cool thing, if you go to reviews, go to synchronize and go to list reviews. This is where those things pop up. John Smith pops up. Here we kept the full name in this part because when you connect it to when you match it to a review, you want to be able to search the whole name and you want to be able to see the whole name. But this is the cool part. You can now reply to a review. So I can say, thanks, John. And again, this is, for purposes of showing it on the map, but also onto the SEO purposes and all that. Thanks, John, for the kind words. Submit. Okay. So you write a nice little review, reply, and everybody's happy. Now, here's what I need everybody to understand. We can hide a Google or Facebook review because it's not our system. We're just a third party displaying Google and Facebook. It's a gray area, everybody. The review police out there in Google land and Facebook land and all that, they say you can't hide reviews, that it's illegal to hide reviews. It's called review gating. Because it's not our platform, we just happen to be displaying Google and Facebook reviews on our platform. We can hide it. It's a gray area, but we would not get in trouble for it. We always recommend showing everything. However, you cannot hide a Project Map It review because it's our platform. It's our company. It's our system. It's our review. So you cannot hide a Project Map It review, but we work a little bit differently than when you were to email Google and ask them to take a review down. Let's say John Smith left you a horrible review. John Smith isn't even one of your customers and you want Project Map It to consider taking the review down, you click on the flag. It says, why are you reporting this review? You can explain, this is not a customer. This is the girlfriend or boyfriend of a disgruntled employee that we fired the other day, and submit it. When you submit it, notice the icon turns to red. It means that you've submitted an incident report asking Project Map It to take the review down. The difference between our platform and Google's platform is, if I were to refresh this page, it does, the minute you hit that flag, it does hide it right away. Remember, John Smith was here. He's not here anymore. So the nice thing is, the minute you request Project Map It to review the review, it'll hide it until we over here at Project Map It determine whether or not that review is okay or not okay to be displayed. More than likely, we're not going to be as stringent as Google. We'll probably say, okay, and we'll accept your review request to take it down. There are going to be times, so I don't want to ever guarantee it, that we will say, no, the review's going to stay up there. But we are going to work in that respect. You can also, so here's in summary, our new review platform. No longer do you have the ability to create a Project Map It review. Okay. Secondly, everybody has their own landing page, their reviews landing page. This connects directly to tap tags. We've only had one customer, unfortunately, order tap cards, which is a little disheartening because we spent a long time listening to contractors. So if you don't know about this, hopefully you'll start using it and order your tap cards and start collecting a lot of reviews. A lot of good reviews lead to a lot of good leads for SEO purposes. And then on top of that, we built out your very own individual reviews landing page, review page. That page has all of this information on it. It allows somebody to leave a review for you. Now, here's my list again for summary purposes. Old functionality is out. You can't create a PMI survey. It's just one page that anybody can go to in the world. You can now reply to Project Map It review. The review page for your company is not indexed into Google search engines. You can tag a review that is negative or fake, and Project Map It will review it and take it down, or decide to not accept your request for us to take it down. You are no longer allowed to hide a PMI review. That is because it's our system, and it's illegal for our system, being a first-party system, review system, to immediately hide something. But once you tag it as a negative review and report it to us, Project Map It, for us to review your request, it does automatically hide it. But then we determine whether or not it stays hidden or not. If the name on the PMI review matches exactly the name in the Project Map It account, John Smith, but in Project Map It, it's John Smith as well, it'll automatically attach to the pin. Things that we're still adding for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Some will be done not the end of next week, but the following Monday, October 8th. A spam filter for that review page. That way, this page right here. So spam filter will make it so that it's very hard for bots to go in there and put spammy reviews. We're going to remove that create a Project Map It review in the review platform system, because you can't make a Project Map It review anymore. We're going to have a way where an email notification is sent out to you when someone fills out that review. Hey, Steve, John Smith just wrote a review for you. The email button will turn red when you send out an email request. So if you're sending out email requests, that button will turn red. It'll be a visual for you to see that it's not, that you've already sent out that review request. We're going to update the thank you message when somebody submits a review under our Project Map It platform. It's going to redirect to a different page, deterring anybody from leaving multiple reviews. We're also going to put in place a direct link to your Project Map It review and your Project Map It landing page, review landing page. That'll be more easily accessible. We have a way. I'll send a video when we do that. Right now, it's kind of wonky in that you have to come in here. You have to go to your landing page. You have to just copy it right here. This gets generated the minute you say review link, Project Map It review. It'll automatically be there. Okay. And then finally, replies to show up on the Project Map It review page. Right now, the reply that you make is not showing. It should. So those are all things that we are updating. These are all things that are currently in process or in place. If you have any requests or recommendations, feel free to let us know. We've got a lot going on, everybody. I want you to know, with all the functionality updates that we've done, there's kind of like our system's kind of getting a little wonky in that I don't like it. I was a teacher for 20 years. I want things to be universal and very seamless. You have map settings here with 3 tabs. You've got My Save Maps, which is a setting. You've got categories, which is a setting. You've got business settings for your public profile. It's all over the place. So in the next, by the end of the year, we're going to have a thing very similar to when you go into reviews, you have all these cards. We're going to have an option that says it's going to be this icon. It's going to say settings instead of account. And when you do that, it's going to bring you to a page that looks very similar to this. I've mocked this out. So everything, all your settings are going to be in one place. So you would just click on that settings button and it'll be like your profile settings. And that's where you're going to update your password and your name. You can add your team members. You can do your categories. You can brand it. You can make your project, your public profile page. You can determine how. So in other words, everything is going to be in one spot. So instead of having a ton of buttons over here, a lot of these buttons like this one, categories, team, these 3 buttons are all going to be in that one section that I just showed you here. So it's just one place you can find all your settings. So that's some stuff. The last thing I'll say is we've got a really cool thing. Again, hopefully by the end of 2024, by the end of the 4th quarter, the UI and UX, the user interface and the user experience is going to change. They've mocked it up for us, our development team. Filters are going to go on the top of the map, which is going to make this side look a lot cooler. It's going to be a lot more user-friendly for a homeowner to go to your website and for your sales reps to use the filter systems and stuff like that. So this whole thing is going to change. So by the end of the year, we're going to have a really cool, updated, more modernized way of working on the background in your Project Mapit account, but also the user experience, whether that's your sales reps using it in-home sales, or if it's a homeowner going to your website, it's going to look slick. So stay tuned. Hopefully by the end of the 4th quarter. That's it. Hope this video helps. I know it was a lot. Thank you so much. Bye.